Hey, what's up, guys? This is T-Bone here. So we're doing something completely different than what we normally would do because there is actually an event that is about to go live right after the current event actually ends. So the current event, post-prison, is still actually going on. We have about another minute or so, just a minute and 4 seconds remaining. Now, barring anything that goes wrong, we actually expect that the event is going to transition immediately to another event, and that is going to be called When a Serpent Strikes Back. Now, what I know is that this is going to be a sort of the first of a double event series. So there's actually going to be two events coming up starting today, and it's going to last until Friday. So this event is going to last only for 4 days, and then afterwards on Friday we're going to have another event, and that is going to last until Monday. And now there is also some news feed that is going to talk about, actually not, it was actually an announcement that has more information about the, there's more information here, which is in the FAQ right here. And so what we can do is we can see that Marianne is actively actually editing it right now. But basically, this is the FAQ that talks about the double event. So you can go to this link and you can see what it's, what this is all about. And so we can actually see here checking this out. So you can see there is information about when does it start, what does it mean, and so questions like when will Frenzy Bosses be starting, and it looks like it's going to still spawn on September 25th. That is 2 days from now. And they're also going to be doing things like increasing the boss level to 300 on the first day and then 350 tomorrow. So instead of the normal time frame where you actually have less time to you have to go 2 or 3 days before you can increase the boss level, this is actually going to be earlier. All right, so the event technically should have started, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh and see if we get information about the pack. And so let's go ahead and take a look here. And it does look like we have feature packs, but we don't yet have the event. So the event hasn't quite started right now. We just got to the 5 p.m. mark. And so now we're going to just see. So the event has finished. And I was kind of hoping that there isn't going to be any delay, so just kind of keeping my fingers crossed right there. And so we can see that the post-prison event has ended. And during this time, while we wait, we can take a look and see if there's any more information. So let's go ahead and take a look at, we'll just go ahead and take a look at the newsfeed here and kind of talk about, what we know so far. All right, so what we know so far is that we're going to have a bingo vault. And this is the one thing I really wanted to check out for a couple of reasons. One, it's, again, a different type of vault once again. And also, we're going to take a look and see, how it works and perhaps try to see, what we can glean from this information. And so I'm just taking a look at the chat right now. So yeah, we were delayed, and we see Chi-Man on and Alternate Image Gaming, Alan, Anna, Karis, Mr. X, Reaper X, MTM, Nathan, Heather, or Heath, and also Funky Bill. Yeah, so I was kind of hoping that we would see this, transition immediately from, 5 p.m. when the event closes to when the event starts. And so I was kind of hoping, keeping my fingers crossed that the event wouldn't be delayed. But it looks like there is probably a little bit. And so we'll just kind of keep our eyes out here. As soon as it starts, the plan is we're going to take a look at the cards because we have yet we haven't had a chance to take a look at the cards. And unlike previously where we can do a preview, we're basically going to have to jump right into it. And so it is a little bit different, and we have shortened time frame to do all this. And so, yeah, Karis, no problem. I mean, this is more it's interesting for me as well. I never really get a chance to do a video at this time. And so this is very different for me as well. I had to sort of switch my schedule around a little bit to make it, it is 5 p.m. my time right here. And I'm going to do this for the next, half hour, 45 minutes or something, since the event actually technically starts. So it is active now. That's what I see. And so we see some people in there as well in the chat just saying hi to everyone. And so let's see if I can just, maybe what I need to do is I need to force a refresh or something. And it's coming on live for some people, but it's not live yet for me. So I'm just taking a look right here to see what we have available. We have also a lot of stores as well, so we can take a look. So we got a Dragoon specialization store, so that means that we can expect that there is going to be some packs in here that's all about Dragoons, and that's what I see here. And so let's go and actually claim our, we can't. So nothing has come out yet. I haven't gotten my rewards just yet I haven't gotten my gems yet for the event. And so some people are probably seeing this now. So blood letter with cleanse. So I guess maybe it's for some of you it's active. I am actively trying to see if it's kind of come on. I'm not sure if I need to just restart my game though. Okay, so here you go. The event actually now has started and I see a quest. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. All right, so here we have the first ever bingo vault. And there is a shocking update here where the headline is win a trip to South Korea. We're going to be taking a look at this first because this is probably a something that people are going to want to know what it's all about. So I had a chance to preview this information. This is also available in the FAQ that I'm going to be putting a link in my description. But we're going to take a look in here. So they're launching Legendary in Korea. And so to celebrate this launch, they're also going to be sending one guild, an entire guild, to South Korea. So all 30 members going there, and the way that they're gonna do this is it's the top guilds in the global leaderboards for both events. So the current event, when A Serpent Strikes Back, and the next event, which is called No Idol Left Behind, everyone's gonna get a chance. Like the more guild, like basically the higher place you place, the more I guess tickets you earn, and which gives you a higher chance of winning this all sort of all expense paid trip to Seoul, South Korea. Yeah, that is pretty amazing there. And so the way this works is so it's a Korea trip giveaway. So like I said, by placing high in the event, you are going to get a chance to enter into it. And also the winning guild is going to be announced on October 7th, so a couple of weeks from now. And so you basically for the next week play hard, try to place high, and in addition to the guild, so not just the guild that places that wins it is going to go. You can also go as a solo player. So 5 lucky winners who earn solo trophies in both events are going to be picked at random. And so there's nothing that says you need to be a top place finisher. So anybody, based on what I know, would have a chance then to also win a trip to South Korea. And, as usual, when anything like this, takes place, you have to know that you need to have all of your documents, all of your legal documents, etc. That is your responsibility if you do win in order to go, because this is going to be out of the country. So this is actually something that I've never seen at this scale before. So this is really cool. And so that at least that's the information about the trip. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to take a look at the deck itself, and we're gonna also talk about there's really no preview. We're just gonna go ahead and take a look at the pack, take a look at the cards themselves. I'll do my best to try and see if this is something that's new or old, and then we will jump right into it. So let's take a look here. We're gonna jump in and take a look at the Master Collection card. So it's a Fae. This is a Fae type. Fae, I believe, was what was it again? Fae was oh my gosh, they changed the name. Was it I forget the name that they switched it from, but it was something that was new. Can't remember now. It's kind of escaping me. So somebody remembers where Fae was originally changed from. Put it in the comments so I can remember. And so, yeah, I mean, the negative thing about this is that there is basically zero downtime between events. But if you've taken it easy like I have, then it's really okay. Like, I haven't really played all that hard. And so, yeah, it was Elf. Let's go. All right, so this is a United Tours. And let's see. So this is the ultimate form. We're just going to jump right into the battle skill here. So it's a battering ram. It destroys all non-earth gems. So this is a gem destroyer. And it creates 4 Power Gem 4s, and one additional Power Gem 4 for every 5 Earth Gems on the board. So if you remember, there is, so this is basically kind of like the Gadget card, where if you destroy cards, for every gems that you no, so this is different. So you destroy gems, and it creates based on the number of Power Gems on the board. Okay. Number of gems on the board. So this is more like This is going to be more like, oh gosh, the names are escaping me right now. Sort of Plagued Seraph or Golden Warrior or Matcha. Matcha is the Earth version that does this. And so this will actually be a really, really good card to have, because if you have gem spawners, this is an amazing card to get, because you're going to get tons of power gem force on the board just by, just by activating all the battle skills here. And it also cleanses all debuffs. So that is going to be an amazing card for Guild versus Guild, except because this is a card that will create gems, it will get hit by Gem Silence. And so that is the thing to keep in mind. And it gets blocked by Power Gem Silence because it also creates Power Gems. It does heal. So it's also going to get blocked by Toxin. All right. So these are the things to keep in mind when you take a look at the basically the battle skills. So what this card will do, this will heal. For every gem destroy, it heals for 250% recovery. And then for every 5 gems that's on the board, it creates an additional power gem force. So you guarantee 4 power gem force, and then for every 5 it destroys, you'll have more as well that's on the board. So this actually plays better if you have the gem spawners already. So actually just fill out the board with some other cards first, and then use this. You don't really need the destroy capability. You can just use that afterwards. But this works really well for a card like, I'll talk about it. Basically, like Gem Ombre is going to be a really, really good type of card for this, a card that is a gem rain. So that is going to be really, really awesome. And let's take a look at the dispel here. So it dispels armor, and so it doesn't dispel toxin, it doesn't dispel gem silence, and so these are that's something to keep in mind there. Now we can take a look at the Master Collection card and also the ultra rare card and see which one is which. So I would expect the Smith Hulking Bruiser is the one that actually destroys gems. So this will, so the Master Collection card actually destroys less. It doesn't destroy the entire board. It'll only destroy 20 non-earth gems. And then it basically will destroy more based on Earth Slayer skill point. Okay, so if you want to destroy the entire thing, then you need to go up to 300 skill points, so you can destroy all 35. And it does create 2 power gem force. So this one is very different. This one is not nearly quite as powerful as the ultimate form. All right, so this card will actually just create a power gem force and then destroy gems. So it's a gem destroyer really, and it just kind of adds a couple of power gems, sort of as a to me, it's kind of like it's a side effect of this entire skill. But it does cleanse. So this is a card that is good for cleansing, and it will do gem destroy. So I'm expecting the other cards to probably have gem rain capabilities. And so, legendary lovers, welcome to the stream. And West Wolf, Vicky, Griggs, just seeing more people jumping in the stream here. So thanks for joining. This is a very different time, so I guess a lot more people on the East Coast is able to join. So right now, I'm just kind of taking a look at the cards for the first time. It is not a brand new mechanic, but at least from as far as Generation 3 is concerned, we haven't seen these type of skills at this level. So I'm pretty excited about this actually, because these are good skills that we saw in Generation 2 that I'm seeing here, and I'm trying to figure out sort of how it all works together. Now, it is a 3-turn cooldown deck, so it is not too bad either. It does have a passive here, so whenever a enemy casts a debuff, it creates an Earth Power Gem 3. So this is kind of like Morte Thronos, actually. So this is actually, this is actually more like Morte, where it will destroy, heal, and also create Earth Power Gem whenever an enemy casts a debuff. Okay, so this is a card that a lot of people like. It's so this will dispel things. It can dispel any debuff. So a debuff includes things like Flatline. I'm trying to think ones that this actually cares about, and I think like Traitor is one. Now this doesn't dispel Gem Silence though, because this is going to be a gem spawner, but this is a really good card, and it dispels poison, so we know the poison is another skill here. So it's the first Gen 3 Gem Destroyer, not technically, because they actually had a reforged. I mean, they had other cards that are Gem Destroyers, but this is the first Gen 3 Destroyer that basically has no cap. And so I would say that this is one of the first ones that they finally opened it up. It's not a reforged, and it's not sort of like a half-baked gem destroyer. This is a full-on actual gem destroyer that is actually going to be really useful because also of the heal. So this is just like a Generation 3 Morte Thronos that everybody loves. And so the ultra rare card, the Striped Rogue, this is the one that will create Power Gem 4. So this one creates Power Gem 4s plus 1 additional Power Gem 3 for every 5 Earth Gems on the board. So this is like Matcha, except it's a Gen 3 hero and it creates Power Gem 3s instead of Power Gem 2s. So it basically is a much more powerful card, but it's the same concept. Okay, and remember a while ago I actually did get Matcha because it's just such an awesome utility card. So these type of cards are amazing. These are the type of cards that made Generation 2 so much fun because what you do is, and also sort of the deck building aspect of it is, you pick any other cards that can create lots of gems, and then you use this to then boost up your power gem capability. And so these are the type of cards that will sort of allow you to branch out and sort of basically mix and match with other cards. There's no other restrictions here. These are the type of cards that I think are worth going after. And so chappy chaps, thanks for joining me here in my stream here. So the idea here is we're starting a new event, brand new pack, and I'm trying to understand everything. So first, let's go through the cards. We're going to talk about the bingo vault as well right afterwards, and then we're going to try and take a look at the event itself. I also need to clear some space, and so there's a lot of things going on here. All right, so dispel armor, that's the same that we saw. So I think we saw armor and poison. And then if we take a look at the support card, I'm curious what the support card does. So it's Zara Silent Assassin, and this card will basically, so it adds 10 Slayer skill points. So it's I think in addition to the passive, it also adds skill points. So this is kind of similar to the Gen 3 sort of behavior where you can add more skill points just like they added intensity. And then it adds attack, basically, then attacks. Okay, so it's a nuke card for attack times 1250% and 200% for every 5 Slayer skill points. So basically a maximum of 300. And so it is 100, and so basically 60 times. So 60 times 200, so basically 12,000. So another 12,000%. So maximum 12,000% for a nuke damage. So for a support card, this is pretty significant. And then if it's below 50% HP, then it spawn a Heart Power Gem 3. So this card is the Earth version of Aerobata, which is the light card. So this is the card that will actually generate Power Gem 3s if you're below, but then it will be a nuke damage dealer if you're above it. And so this is actually a decent card, but nuke cards in Slayer, actually, I'll have to see, because it's a Gen 3 nuke dealer, a damage dealer we've seen in the past. Slayer, when you nuke, what happens is in the middle of a fight, you will actually lose your turn. And so, Tiago Portela, thank you so much for the subscription. And so we've seen before that this can kind of interrupt the flow of a fight, but I mean, if you take a look at the overall Gen 3 deck, this is going to be pretty powerful. I'm not sure that's going to matter anymore. And if we take a look at the passive, it will also increase the Slayer attack by 40% for one turn if an enemy casts a debuff. So basically, enemy casts a debuff, you get additional power gems from your ultra rare, and then you get additional Slayer attack. Now this will stack, and so that means if you have more support cards, you're going to stack up your attack as well. And so what it will actually dispel is Power Gem Silence. So do expect the Power Gem Silence to be here, and if you don't have at least the card to dispel it, then you are not going to be able to activate your ultimate form or your Master Collection card. So support card is going to be important in this case. And if we take a look at the pack now, I just want to take a look at the actual event card as well. So the event card is called Debris Elegant Archer, and this one also destroys gems. So this is going to be a weaker version of the Master Collection card, and it will basically destroy gems and creates Power Gem 2s. So not too bad. It's not Power Gem 1, it's Power Gem 2s. So it is going to be a more powerful version. This is, I think, one of the more powerful event cards I've seen to date. So in all of Generation 1, Generation 3, all we see is Power Gem 1, like, 4 Power Gem 1s and maybe 8. This one actually creates, Power Gem 2s, and it destroys gems, so it's a lot more useful. And it also cleanses, debuff, heals, and so it is a pretty good utility card, and it creates Power Gem 2s whenever an enemy casts a debuff. And so this is one where running a couple of these event cards isn't going to be a bad idea. It also dispels poison. So far we've seen poison, armor, and Power Gem silence. All right. Before I go ahead and open the pack, I wanted to talk about the Bingo Vault. What in the world is Bingo Vault? And so hopefully let's take a look and see if there is any information about it here. Let's take a look at the newsfeed, because I think what I saw is you get a board. I think by opening you get a board or something like that. So the Bingo Vault, what do you do? What is it for? What is this? So every player is going to be able to access a random bingo card whenever they look at their vault. So I just looked at the vault. I didn't see a bingo card. So did I see one? Did I get one in my inbox? I was taking a look to see if there was one in my inbox. I don't see one in the inbox. And okay, so you'll get a card just like bingo. You're going to be able to play it, and then each square is going to be a host to a different bingo ball. So now we got to figure out how to play this game as well. And so you lock the balls to match. And now this is the thing. You can actually trade your bingo ball. So the idea is, just like how we had those cards you could trade, you can take a ball and you can trade it with another person in your guild, and then basically, if you have duplicates, then it's a good idea to trade it with other people. But once you lock a ball into your bingo slot, you can't trade it anymore. So the idea is, until you basically can figure out a winning combination, don't lock it, trade it with other people. Make sure that you get as many people involved as possible, so that you can potentially get more people winning it. And you also get an additional collection reward if you're able to complete the entire board. Based on what I know, if you complete the board, the reward that you get is a Master Collection card for the next event. Okay, and so this is the card. This is interesting. I mean, you do still have to spend gems in order to get it, but once you get it, there are additional things that you can do. Okay. And so how can you complete a collection? You complete a collection with the help of your guild. So this is something that you can't be traded, or other people can simply gift it to you. It's going to be in the form of a gift. And so it is something that it's not necessary for a trade, but of course you want to be a good guildmate, and you do want to trade with them unless you are being gifted, by your guildmate there. And so let's see. You can look in the guild inventory, see what guild balls you already have. So let's take a look at the guild. I don't think there's anything just yet. Right. I still have a lot of things to give out. All right. So, and you can use the bingo balls to, okay, so basically I just talked about all of this. And what happens if you earn all the bingo balls in your vault and then you leave and join? So the tiers will not, so your vault tiers will not reset, but your bingo balls that are gifts are going to be lost. So if you lock them, you're fine. But then if you don't lock them, they're gifts and you're going to lose them. Okay. So that's basically how it works. Okay, so the bingo balls are also only unique for this event, so don't save them. If you can't use them, you lose them. And so we're going to go ahead and open a couple of tiers, and let's see how we do here. So I'm just taking a look at the chat here. I'm also gonna collect some of my coins, my gems here, so I have a little bit more gems. I kind of don't want to open up my reward just yet because I don't have enough space. So if I need the gems, then I will do that. But I should be fine for at least a couple of tiers. All right. So I can collect these things here. And again, like I said, I don't see the vault. I don't see a bingo card. So I wonder if it's like, if I open it. So I'm looking. So I see a bingo ball in here for tier 1. And so you get bingo ball tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. So up to tier 4, you get 2 balls. So if you're lucky, you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 5 bingo balls if you're lucky, and they're all unique. You could technically actually win something there. So let's take a look, and we're gonna go open up tier 1. I got really lucky already last event. So I got a Master Collection card in tier 1 last time, so I don't expect this. So tier 4, we're going to see how this goes. But it is a really good... I got Debris, which is the event card, right? So that was not bad. I actually got an event card there. So tier 1, got an event card. And yeah, thank you for the good wishes there. So I got a silver reward. That is to breed Elegant Archer. And I got number 58. So let's see here. Where's my bingo board? I thought I would see it. So we're going to have to find it. So let's go ahead and open it up, and then we're going to look for it afterwards. I'm sure I'm just missing somewhere obvious because it is live. I'm doing this sort of live on the stream right here. And so tier 2, get an ultimate token, get Zaro, so that's the guaranteed support card, and ball number 50. Okay, so nothing so far. No gold reward just yet. One support and 1 event card. Let's go ahead and try. So tier 3, we're gonna be guaranteed 1 relic. We're gonna get another bingo ball. Bingo card is on the vault screen. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna take a look afterwards. Thought I went to the screen. So this is tier 3, and this is gonna be the relic. So it's not looking too good for me in terms of getting. I haven't gotten anything so far, so it looks like I'm not gonna be able to get my reward this time. So no Master Collection card or ultra rare. So 69, 58, 50. Those are the three so far. And now let's go to tier 4. So we're gonna take a look at tier 4. We're gonna get 5 bingo balls total, and then we're gonna see what we get afterwards. That's unfortunate. This is a really good deck to have the ultimate form, but so there's my guaranteed, and it looks like. So here is another event card. Looks like I'm not gonna get it. So there's another event card. Okay, so 4 tiers. Unfortunately, no Master Collection card and no ultra rare. We're gonna take a look and see if I have enough dust. I'm not sure I do. Oh, so 1731. That looks kind of far from each other. And so this is the pull. 2 relics. 2 event cards. No, looks like I got 3 event cards total and 2 support cards, so I can feel a team. But no. So nothing here, right? So let's see. So bingo card is on the vault screen under the collection link. So it potentially I need to restart. So let me go ahead and reboot. Let me go ahead and restart the app. Give me 1 second. All right, so just rebooting the app right now, and maybe it's just something that isn't showing. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So collect, I don't see anything there. I see the dust. Let's while I'm here, I'm just gonna go ahead and collect the dust and see what we have. All right, and ooh, I think I might be able to collect enough dust actually this event. So 12.9 thousand. I'm basically, I'm basically almost 4,000 ultra rare dust away from it. So I might be able to get that. So, okay, there you go. So I see the bingo board now. So here it is. So I have tap on bingo balls to lock them in. Once a ball is locked in, you can no longer trade it to your guild members. So this is my card, and so far I have one that is matching my card. And so the rewards are also here. So you can see the rewards depending on which, depending on where you go. Of course, if you fill the entire thing, you can then get a Master Collection Hero voucher. So this is the thing. If you fill up the entire card, you will be able to earn a free Master Collection card on the next event. Otherwise, if you can at least fill up the columns and rows, then you get different Bastion shards. So you can get Assault, Hardy, or random. So column 3 is actually just random, as opposed to specific ones. Column 4 is Blackout, and column 5 is Hardy. So we got Hardy in both column 5 and 2. And then column 1 is Assault, column 4 is Blackout, And then row 1 is also Blackout, Hardy again. And then row 5 is the only row that gives you Bastion. So basically collecting the bingo balls really just give you Bastion shards. And if you are able to actually get the entire board filled up, then you're guaranteed a free Master Collection card. So that is basically the bingo vault right here. And if you go into the gift section, this is where you have all of these. So I'm not going to gift away the 31, but the rest of these balls I don't need anymore. So this is going to be a lot of guilt chatter, saying, hey, I need this number, who has this, and you can sort of trade it away. So that's the idea. You trade it until you actually lock it. And again, the way you lock a gift is if you go into the board and you actually click on the square. So number 31 is where the square is. Don't click on it. If you click on it, it's going to lock it. Now, I'm not actually locking it because I might choose to give this to other people who need it more. And so that is, I've got 5 gifts to give right now, so I'm going to be working with my guildmates to see what we can do. And now taking a look at the deck here, unfortunately, really unfortunately, I would have loved to get a, at least the ultra rare card. That would have been an amazing addition to any deck. So I definitely will be looking forward to crafting it if I can. And so let's take a look at the cards. And the event actually has technically started as well. So these are, let's go by age. And so these are the cards that I got. So we got these 3, not going to make that as the leader. So I basically got one support card, and I will get another one later from the collection. And I got Casfield, which I'm going to dust a little bit later. And so, I mean, the event card isn't bad, right? Because you do also get Gem Destroy, and then you can also create Power Gem 2. So even just 3 of these, you can still create 6 Power Gem 2s, and anytime a debuff is cast, you get a Power Gem 2. So having multiple event cards here means you can destroy an entire board, and you can also create, basically, is this the card that will, and then this card basically will actually attack. And so I need to get rid of quite a few cards. I'm probably not going to be able to do that right now because I have a ton. That's 393. How did I get so many cards here? Let me go ahead and clear out some cards first. And so I thought I had it. Oh, so it's from all the pack openings. So let's go ahead and clear out all of these cards I don't need to log. Skybound was an ultra rare Scylla, and we got Coriander. Sentry Storm, also a ultra rare card. Adoring Angel, I believe somebody was asking a question. Adoring Angel is indeed available in the Dust Store, so you can get that. That's actually one of the, I think, yeah. So that was one of the last sort of cutoff before they extended it. It's definitely in the Dust Store. And Thula. So if we get rid of all this, that's 10 cards I cleared out. How many more cards do I need to clear? So I still need space for 3. Okay, because I wanted to sort of try this out, wanted to play a little bit, and it is time to say goodbye to the Generation 2 cards, I believe. So, cards I've been holding on to, and this is the card, that's Georgina. I was going to take a look at Matcha. And so Generation 2 cards, I probably want to keep a little bit. Let's see if I have any Generation 1. Generation 1 is all going to be all the Wardens and whatnot. And so I think it's time to say goodbye to Indale. I haven't used Indale for a long time. I could always get him back if I needed to. It is a little sad. We've had good times. You've been really good to me. I've enjoyed our time together, but I believe it is time to go. And I'm also going to get rid of one of my Start Caller Commandos because I have 2 of them. I don't ever need 2. So I'm just going to use 1 this time around. And so we'll say goodbye. Now, questions. So Catherine McIntyre, hello there. And any other questions? Yeah, so Alan, if you saw what I did, I basically had to shut down the app and then restart again so that you can actually see it. And so the next event is going to start on Friday, Roy G. And let's see. So let's go ahead and build up our deck of, I'm going to at least, evolve this. I'm going to at least evolve this. Sorry, I just got a call there. Let's go ahead and evolve. Okay, excuse me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to make a call and had to basically explain that because I'm in the stream, stop calling. All right, so let's go ahead and build this team right here. Let's go ahead and evolve. And let's go and change our card here so that we have another Earth card that we can build. So let's put in another Earth card in there. Not generation 1. I mean, what would be a good card to put in here? So we're going to put in a Slayer card. And I mean, I'll put this for now. I just wanted to kind of test it out. So let's go ahead and play an event just to see. Yeah, so you can also access the bingo card here. So within the game here. And so yeah, so this is basically just like a regular event. It is gonna last for 4 days, right? 3 days and 23 hours. And let's take a look at the rewards. So we can take a look at the rewards as well. And so basically you want to kind of take a look and see like close to the end, like what the offering. So these are going to be crown shards and wisps and ascension stone. So this is all about like ascending your legend cards this time compared to the last time where it's all about your dragoons and whatnot. And so Belly DBLs, is this team worth it? Yes, I think that if you do have the dust to craft the ultimate hero, it's actually I think going to be worth it. And so I would recommend that. So you can give that a try for sure. And let's take a look here. I was gonna just kind of jump in and do a couple of fights, right? So let's go ahead and fortunately my boss level is my boss level, yeah, my boss level is at 100, and so just wanted to give this a try. Where did I actually change it? My relic inventory is full. Okay. Catherine, would I still do description of cards even though you didn't get them? I actually went through that already earlier, and so I went through all of the cards. Basically, the ultra rare card is the one that is going to spawn gems based on the number of power gems that's on the board. And your master collection card is going to be the gem destroyer, and your ultimate form will do basically everything, and it's going to be a really good card to have. So I would I think that it's going to be a fun deck to use personally. So the gem destroy plus the gem spawn ability, it's interesting because just destroying gems by itself isn't actually. Oh, I didn't even change the relics. I need to change that a little bit later. So just destroying gems by itself isn't really going to do that much for you. But if you have a gem rain card, like a card that actually increases the number of gems that falls, then you're going to have basically a full board of gems afterwards. And so I think that is going to be a good option. So let's go and change this to Earth Slayer. And we're gonna go ahead and add this in. And is human any good? So yeah, I mean like either the human deck or the creature deck are both going to be good. And so far, do I have a big boss I can fight that is? I guess not really yet. So unfortunately, I don't have a boss that is big enough just yet for me to really try this deck out. Maybe what I could do is even if I did, I think I'm gonna end up dealing too much damage to actually for it to matter. But basically the way that you want to work is all of these cards will be able to destroy gems, and it's actually going to be really helpful for you to destroy gems and then keep destroying, and then basically have a bunch of power gems spawn up, and then you can do a little bit more damage. So it's it's not like the same as like the yokai deck or other decks where every time you activate a skill you get just tons and tons of power gems. So it might feel like it's going to be a little bit so I'll be honest, like I think that if you compare it to like yokai deck, which is actually just like overpowered, It might not feel like it's quite as strong, but I think that this is still going to be a very good utility type deck, and it's going to be useful in in multiple situations. So it is definitely something worth trying out. And so, getting legend cards and the stuff to ascend, would you try for two star? So it's completely up to you. I think like with these type of ultimate form type decks, whenever you go up to 2 stars or higher, you're getting more and more killer bonus, and so you are going to be able to deal more damage. And for me, I think that I go up to a certain tier and then I stop regardless. I don't necessarily go into higher tiers just to go for additional stars. Like I said, it is completely a choice, and the more stars you get, the more powerful you will be. And this is one of those cases where multiple ultra rare cards, like two, basically, the more ultra rare cards you have in this particular deck, the better it's going to be compared to just the Master Collection card. And so, just like the previous event, this event deck will actually be stronger if you have the ultra rare as opposed to the Master Collection card. So that is my take on it. And so it is going to be a 4-day event, so things are going to be a little faster. So your bosses are going to go up higher. Prestige bosses will be available for your guild boss as well. Like, everything that's going to be available is just going to be more compressed. And so, so I would say that this is just the same as any other Slayer event. And if you get trophies in both events as a solo player, you still get a chance to go to Korea. So I hope the best of luck for you. And since this is a short event, with the another event starting on Friday, I'm probably not going to be doing another stream in between for like deck ideas or anything like that, because immediately we're gonna have another event. So we'll probably do something on Friday when the event starts, and we're gonna talk about that event then. So that's gonna be it for me for today. Thanks a lot for joining me for this particular stream, for taking a look at the bingo vault, and also with all the other cards and stuff like that. Hope you have a good event. Hope you hope you do well. And also for the top guilds right there, I wish you best of luck in the placement. We're definitely going to see some fierce competition for this, and so it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. All right, and so that's it for me. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good event, and I'll see you next time. Take care.